Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a weekly recap of the cryptocurrency markets, and we'll be looking at a few specific cryptocurrencies such as Chainlink and Ethereum. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember nothing in this video is financial advice. Now, so far we've done this every single week, where every single Sunday in Australian time we've had a look at the weekly cryptocurrency market, what's happened with the news, and how cryptocurrencies are trading this market cycle. In the previous weeks in our weekly recap, we noted that cryptos had a very big correction, Bitcoin going from 65,000 down to 30,000, and Ethereum going down from 4,400 to 1,700, and we also noted that cryptos were trading sideways in this range. Now, we speculated that cryptos would probably trade sideways for around 6 months. However, it looks like they potentially could have broken out of this pattern. We'll explore this in a little bit more depth later in this video. However, in the past couple of weeks, Ethereum has almost doubled in price and Bitcoin has gone up around 50% in price in just 2 weeks. So there definitely have been some very big moves for crypto, and we'll see why those moves were made. First, let's get into the news in the past couple of weeks. Now, there were a few bullish things for crypto. EIP 1559 came out for Ethereum, which is a major upgrade. Of course, I've already talked about this enough on the channel, and I'll leave a link to the video where I explain it below. The next big bit of news in the cryptocurrency space is Chainlink had the Smart Contract Summit. You could watch this Smart Contract Summit on YouTube, and I would highly recommend to do so, as it was very interesting. Within the Smart Contract Summit, it showed how Chainlink was going to work with traditional businesses and help them incorporate cryptocurrencies, which is very good for the future. The next big thing that it showed how Chainlink is going to work with multiple different chains. Of course, we already know Chainlink is working with Ethereum, and Ethereum really does use Chainlink a substantial amount. However, the Binance Smart Chain and a whole range of other chains like Clayton will also be and continue to be using Chainlink into the future, which is very bullish for Chainlink. Now, I'm going to do a full breakdown of what happened in the Smart Contract Summit in a later video. This will come out either tomorrow or the day after. So if you want to see my full breakdown of the Chainlink Smart Contract Summit and all of the bullish points, remember to subscribe to the channel and you will be able to see what happened in the Smart Contract Summit. Unfortunately, this is where the bullish news ends. While there was some bullish news pertaining to Chainlink and Ethereum in the past week, the news this week was overall overwhelmingly bearish. A lot of bad things did happen in the cryptocurrency space, and I am pretty surprised as to why the price has really been pumping off this bearish news, as this has not been good for cryptos. Now, the first big bit of bearish news is all of the increasing regulation that is going to be coming to the crypto space. Unfortunately, this regulation doesn't really crack down that much on cryptos like Bitcoin. Instead, the US government have targeted regulation at proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies with decentralized applications building off it. Essentially, they want to regulate all of the decentralized businesses and all of the proof-of-stake validators going forward, which is pretty bearish for Ethereum and the DeFi space in general. Essentially, what the United States government did is they stacked a whole bunch of cryptocurrency regulation into the infrastructure bill. Of course, this was so they could say, hey, we really do need this infrastructure bill to get passed to help a lot of people. However, in the process, there's a lot of damaging regulations that are fitted into the infrastructure bill so that the Senate can actually pass this without properly debating it, which I do think is very bad of the US government. However, I wouldn't really expect that much less. Now, the bill has a couple of specific things in it. What it essentially says is it wants to crack down and regulate businesses that are using cryptocurrency a lot more. So this could be like Amazon Web Services and a range of other businesses that are traditional and using crypto. And it also wants to regulate on a few different cryptocurrency businesses. This could be like Coinbase and Binance. Essentially, it wants these businesses to report a lot more, and it really does want to crack down on them quite a bit. This regulation also wants individuals who transact more than $10,000 on the blockchain to report this to the IRS, which is going to be very difficult to manage for a lot of people. And it also wants cryptocurrency businesses such as Aave, Uniswap, and all of these great decentralized businesses to report a significant amount more to the IRS to centralize the front ends of these businesses and take control over them. What it wants these businesses to do is it wants these businesses like Uniswap and Aave to KYC. So it wants them to know your customer, regulate the businesses, and properly report every single thing. Of course, this is essentially impossible for a lot of these businesses to do as they are fully decentralized. They're decentralized protocols that are controlled by no one. Now, the US government have showed that they don't understand what any of this means. They don't get what Uniswap is. They don't get what Compound is. And all of the senators in the US have sort of came to the agreement that these should act like a regular business when this is simply not possible. Given that the average age in the US Senate is 67 and they don't even understand the internet right now, this does look very, very bad for cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency regulations going forward into the future. Now, I have also seen a lot of people in these protocols saying that if the US impose these regulations, those who are developing decentralized protocols will essentially leave the US and develop somewhere else. Of course, this has happened all throughout history. Those who are developing these decentralized protocols are essentially adding more and more efficiency to the entire world, and they will be getting money in return for that. Of course, when they get money in return for that, they will need to pay taxes to the government, and they are making the US a more efficient place to live in. This means the US government is essentially trying to stifle innovation and flush out a lot of these innovators because they are scared of cryptocurrency. Of course, this won't work well in the long run for the US, and I do think that they will eventually go back on a lot of these laws like they did do with big tech and a range of other laws. So, that essentially brings us to the end of the news for cryptocurrency in this week. The news was not very bullish. There were a few bullish things that happened. However, overall, there was some really damaging regulation that has been introduced, and I really don't like it that much myself. However, regardless of that, the cryptocurrencies are going up substantially on the charts, and as you can see, Ethereum has been going absolutely insane in the past couple of weeks. Ethereum bottomed out at around 1700 and since then has gone up 85%. We also should take into account that Ethereum has gone up 85% in just 2 weeks. It's gone up 85% since the 20th of July, which is absolutely insane, and it does show how well the cryptocurrencies have been doing in the past couple of weeks. Now, a lot of people are complaining about this crash right now, but if we look at this, Ethereum is essentially very close to its all-time highs, and if we cut out the month of May, Ethereum is at all-time highs. So it does look very bullish for this crypto right now. It's sitting firmly above its bull market support band, and Ethereum is essentially doing very, very well. It's getting close to its all-time highs. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback from here. As we can see, Ethereum has essentially been trading around the bull market support band for 3 or so months. On this channel, we speculated that cryptos will just hang around where they are for around 6 months before once again taking off. I am going to stick to what I believe in, and I do believe that that is going to happen. I think Ethereum will likely go back down to the bull market support band and hang around in the same area that it has been doing for quite a while, and I don't think we've had enough correction time to move up just yet. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as well, because it is interesting to see what Bitcoin has also been doing the past couple of months. As you can see, Bitcoin does look like it has somewhat broken out of its sideways trade. We can see that Bitcoin has finally started moving up, and it is the highest it has been since May. It's all the way at $45,000. However, Bitcoin has yet to decisively break out of the bull market support band. I will say that we will be back in a bear market once Bitcoin breaks through this bull market support band properly. This means Bitcoin needs to essentially close above the bull market support band for roughly 2 weeks, and I will believe that we have had a sustained breakout. If Bitcoin continues to trade sideways and kind of goes back down, goes back up, and just trades around, then Bitcoin will not have properly broken out. Of course, what will happen if Bitcoin dumps back down again? Well, cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and altcoins will also likely dump back down. Of course, it does look like Ethereum is somewhat broken away from Bitcoin. Ethereum is consistently performing substantially better than Bitcoin for the past year. Ethereum is beating Bitcoin both to the downside and upside and continues to do so. However, if cryptocurrencies do get hit back down, I do expect the general market to go overall back down. So overall, I am sticking to my estimates of cryptos continuing to trade sideways for a couple of months. However, I could be wrong, and I would be happy to be wrong, as we definitely could see cryptos break out and break back into all-time highs in the next couple of months. Only time will tell. So that's my analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now we'll take a look at a couple of other altcoins and see how they're going. Of course, if you watch the channel, one of my favorite coins is Chainlink, and Chainlink has had some very bullish news. Now, Chainlink is back at the bull market support band, and I really do believe if Bitcoin continues to hold its ground, continues to go strong, I really do think, hey, Chainlink has a good chance of breaking back above its bull market support band and getting back into that $30 range, which would be great for Chainlink. Now, I did make a video on Chainlink a couple of weeks back saying that when Chainlink was at $13, this was way too low for Chainlink. And at around $14 per link token, I decided I would turn all of my Bitcoin into Chainlink, as I did really see this as a good opportunity. So far, this has really well worked out, and Chainlink is outperforming Bitcoin. I do expect Chainlink to continue outperforming Bitcoin, as I do believe Chainlink is a lot more fundamentally sound than Bitcoin and has a lot more utility than Bitcoin does, and I am a bit of a utility maximalist. So overall, I do think Chainlink's going to go very well. It's battling with the bull market support band, and it will be very interesting to see if it can break through. A couple of days ago, I also made a video called A Major Test is Coming for Chainlink, and the major test is the bull market support band, which is still in contention. So, I am hoping Chainlink can get over the bull market support band, get back on its general trend line, and see what happens. Of course, if cryptocurrency dumps back down, which I think is certainly a possibility, I do expect Chainlink to go back down to the $15 to $20 range, and I'll be very happy to buy more Chainlink at this range, as I do think these are very good prices for the long term. The final cryptocurrency that I want to briefly look at is Cardano, and this is because they're rolling out smart contracts in the next couple of months. If Cardano rolls out smart contracts and a lot of decentralized applications want to deploy off Cardano, I really do think it will go quite well, and I do think Cardano has a bright future ahead of it. A lot of people in a few different cryptocurrency ecosystems don't like Cardano, and this is because it hasn't yet got smart contracts. However, Cardano is one of the better cryptocurrencies. It has a lot of very good technology behind it that's very hard to do, and I do think a lot of people who criticize Cardano don't know the technology behind it. It essentially has a settlement layer and a computational layer, which is quite different to a lot of other cryptos, and it means the computation and the settlement is split between two layers, which allows it to do a substantial amount of transactions per second, whilst also maintaining its decentralization. Gas fees in Cardano can be paid in any coin on the Cardano network, which is very different to a lot of other networks. The DJED stablecoin is backed by volatile cryptocurrencies, which is not seen before, and Cardano does have a lot going for it, and I don't like to see a lot of the cryptocurrency hate that comes towards it. It has a very good validator program and a range of other stuff going for it, and I may make a video on Cardano's technology in the coming days, so of course if you want to see that, like and subscribe to the channel. Overall, I really do think ADA and Ethereum and Chainlink are all going to be doing very well if crypto goes back up. However, we will need to wait and see to see if the sideways trade once again continues, or if we can get a sustained breakout. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching the video.